Hello, good morning. This is teacher Jacob, and this video is for 8th grade. Remember, it's mandatory to write the date and the topic on your book or on your notebook. So today we're gonna have listening class. The topic is listening class, page 55. Okay? So remember, here or here, you can write the date. Today is Tuesday 9th June 2020 or 2020, okay? So you need to write the date here, okay? So June 9th, 2020, and that's all, okay? And today we're gonna study listening. All right. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna have a listening class. So remember, listening is something that we need to study in every moment, especially if you want to talk, you want to listen, and you need to understand. This is complicated if we don't listen a lot. So this listening. Let's go before this. Remember the last class we were reading about wonders of the world. So we started with Unit 5 and we read this world and about this reading. So we have another reading. So this reading is about John Traveler's magazine. Okay? So let me read for you and then we start. One moment. Remember, it's possible to say pause. So pause. So hello one more time. So remember, we're going to have a listening class today. But I just want to tell you that last class, I suppose we have read this article about hidden treasures. And the value is discovering now where you come from and now where you're going. So number one is say where these places are: Machu Picchu, the Alhambra, Pompeii, Teotihuacan, the Taj Mahal, and Stonehenge. Name three more important historical sites. Work in pairs. Discuss these questions. Do you enjoy visiting historical sites? Why? Why not? And B, it is important to preserve these places. Why? Why not? So this was the last class. So there are some readings. The Wonders at the Wall. So Fiona West is only 15. But she has already visited more than 20 countries. She was 15 and she has already visited. So according to this reading, you're gonna complete here, and then and then we're going to the next page too. So there another listening, another reading according to the last page, page 54. And it is the John Traveler magazine. So number one, so listen this and then you complete on page 54. One. First, one moment please. Hold on one moment. All right, so let's go. So number one, first, the pyramids in Egypt. Do you know these were tombs for the pharaohs and that more than 430,000 workers helped to build them? Two. Second, the Chichen Itza in Mexico. The Mayas built this ancient city over 1,000 years ago. Isn't that amazing? Third, the Great Wall of China was the Great Wall of China. The wall is 1,550 miles long, and you can see it from space. 4. The Nazca lines in Peru, you need to take a helicopter or a plane to see all these fantastic shapes in the desert. I did once. 5th, the Gold Museum, also in Peru. It is in Lima, and I love the Inca jewelry. This museum has nearly 30,000 gold objects. And 6th, the Redeemer statue in Rio. Almost 2 million visitors climbed the 220 steps of this monument every year. Unbelievable. 4th, the collision in Rome. These ancient Rome's organized fights between people and the animals here. Luckily, times have changed already. Fiona says that she is lucky because she has visited so many interesting places and learned so much about the hidden treasures. So this reading is according with the 54, and then you need to complete. So what you need to complete is number 2 and 3 and nothing else. 2 and 3. So now let's go to the listening part. Remember, in this exercise, what you need to do is to listen this part, the culture vulture. Okay? So it has some, so notice this, work in pairs and say, what do you think about culture vulture is? What is it? What do you think it is? It is about what? Okay? So this is a listening about that. Number 2, listen to 2 friends discussing a culture questionnaire and check your guess. And 3, again, listen again and mark tick the things to say. Sally has done. Sally has visited the local library and so on, whatever. And 4, listen and answer the questions. What TV channels does Sally watch? And then we complete that. According to this listening, so you need to understand. So this exercise is listen and complete. Of course, this number 1, vocabulary, so castle. Castle is, you need to write the letters. So castle is a building for plays or movies. So it depends on the meaning. So you need to write the definition. Library, and this is the definition of the library, okay? And number 2, no. So listen this. Let's go to the listening culture vulture, okay? So let's go. This is a conversation between Sally and James. I'm going to read for you. You're going to listen, and then you're going to complete the activities 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a conversation between Sally and James. Sally, what are you doing? James, a questionnaire. Sally, what is it about? James, it's called, are you a culture vulture? Sally, a culture vulture? What's that? James, a person who likes to learn about history and culture. Good. Sally, go ahead and then ask me, okay? James, okay, have you ever visited your local library? Sally, yes, I have. I've been 3 or 4 times. James, really? And have you ever been or a historical tour on your city? No, I haven't. I've never taken a local actor. James, oh dear. Have you ever watched a documentary about the ancient people? Sally, yes, I have. On the History Channel, it has lots of good documentaries. James, great. Have you ever visited an ancient ruin? Sally, yes, I have. I visited Shanchan twice. Shanchan in Peru near Trujillo. Have you ever been there? James, no, I haven't. Sally, you should go. It's really interesting. It's enormous. The biggest Colombian city in the South America. It made of a dove and more than 30,000 people live there. You can walk around and see the old temples and the palaces. The walls have beautiful decorations of birds and fish and sea monsters. It's great. James, sounds good. So let's see. You answered yes to 3 of the questions on the questionnaire. Well done. It says that you are a real culture vulture. Sally, all right. So now it's your turn. So I'm going to read for the last time. And remember, the idea is to listen and complete numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 in the exercise of listening. All right, so let's do it. Sally, what are you doing? James, a questionnaire. Sally, what is it about? James, it called are you a vulture, a culture vulture? A cultural vulture? What's that? A person who likes to learn about the history and the culture. Go ahead then, ask me. James, okay, have you ever visited your local library? Sally, yes, I have. I've been 3 or 4 times. James, really? And have you ever been on a historical tour of your city? No, I haven't. I never taken a local tour. James, oh dear. Have you ever watched a documentary about the ancient people? Sally, yes, I have. On the History Channel, it has a lot of good documentaries. James, great. Have you ever visited an ancient ruin? Sally, yes, I have. I visited Chanchan twice. Chanchan in Peru near Trujillo. Have you ever been there? James, no, I haven't. Sally, you should go. It's really interesting. It's enormous. The biggest pre-Columbian city in the South America. It made of a dove and more than 30,000 people live there. You can walk around and see the old temples and the palaces. The walls have beautiful decorations of birds and fish and sea monsters. It's great. James, that sounds good. So let's see. You answered yes to 3 of the questions on the questionnaire. Well done. It says that you are a real cultural vulture. Okay? So according to this listening, you're gonna complete. So I hope so you understood and see you next class. It's gonna be different, but see you next class. So bye bye. See you, teacher Jacob. Bye bye.